Do you ever get tired of setting these crazy goals that you never hit? In this video, I'm going to show you 7 ways to make the greatest comeback of your life, no matter what time of year it is. The best part is, you can start applying them right this moment. Number 1, start from identity, not outcome. Back in 2018, I had this goal of reading 12 books in the year, meaning a book a month. The year went by, and month 1, yeah, I was good. I read. Month 2 came by, I read again. But by month 3, I had just given up because I was like, what is this? What am I going to achieve? I'm not being given money to do this. 2019, I tried again, then still ended up at the same place. Up until the end of 2019 when I read James Clear's Atomic Habits. So James Clear explains that the problem is that we try and change the wrong thing, meaning we try and change the outcome when there are 3 levels of behavior change. There is the outcome, there is the process, and there is the identity. Yeah, the outcome here is the goals, which is, for example, for me at the time was 12 books the year. Yeah, the process was reading for 30 minutes a day. The identity was what I was not clear on. So for you, for example, take that you're trying to get a 6-pack this year, or you're trying to lose weight this year, to make it more general. That's the outcome, right? The process could be maybe you have this workout program that you're doing thrice a week, but have you asked yourself what the identity is? What is it that you're looking for? Who is this person that you want to become? Because for most people, I've come to find that the identity when it comes to fitness is maybe somebody wants to be healthy, they want to live longer, they want to look good, they want to be there with their families long enough. And the only way to get there is by becoming this person who takes their health seriously. What does that look like? It looks like working out 3 times a week. What does that lead to? Getting the 6-pack, or you looking good the way you want to, So James says that you should think about it from the other end, yeah? Think about it from the identity part of the goal and shift it from focusing so much on the outcome. And to apply this, he says, take 1 day, for example, yeah, and focus on this particular day, tracking what you do from when you wake up till when you sleep. For example, if you wake up and you brush your teeth, you note it down. You wake up, you make your bed, you note it down. You go to work between this and this, you note it down. You eat lunch at this time, note it down. You come back home, you watch Netflix, note it down. Then take that, then take this other identity of the person you want to become. For example, let's say you want to become an early riser. Write what time you want to wake up. Let's say you want to eat a healthy breakfast every day that you've made. Write that down and what time you're going to be doing that. Yeah. Work out thrice a week, yeah? Write down at what time you want to do that in the day. You want to read every day, meditate, journal, all these things you want to try and do. It's like writing down the ideal day for this ideal person you want to become. Then put those 2 next to each other. Pick one small thing about this ideal person you want to become and start doing that slowly on the daily. Number 2 is making health your number 1 priority. So I started working out in 2012, but ever since then I've had so many up and down seasons. Like for example, in 2024, I can count in one hand the amount of workouts I was able to do throughout the year. Yeah. So I've had these up seasons and these very, very low seasons. Yeah. And each time when I've had a low season, the domino effect is usually so crazy. Because for me, health is such a foundational aspect of my day-to-day, and I think it's the same for everyone, yeah? Because I know when health dips, life just stops, and it becomes just about getting better. The domino effect becomes your sleep becomes worse, you start eating worse because your sleep is worse, you wake up later, you're not performing well at work, you're just tired all the time, and all this stems from not making health your number 1 priority. How I look at this is just 3 things. It's usually working out at least thrice a week, eating at least 2 healthy meals a day, drinking loads of water, and then there's sleeping at least 8 hours a day. To make this simple, I like to think about it in terms of how to make this sustainable. How can you make the diet, the sleep, and the exercise sustainable for you? Not everyone can go to the gym thrice a week and lift crazy weights, hitting 10,000 steps a day, having morning runs at 4 a.m. every day. So it's about looking at what is sustainable for you. That's where it should begin, because a lot of the advice we get really goes ham on showing you what works for somebody else. But this is about you, it's about your health, it's about what works for you. So even as you're taking in this advice, ask yourself, what is sustainable for me? What is the exercise routine I can sustain? What is the diet I can sustain? What is the sleep pattern that I can sustain? And then start from there. Point 3 is enhance your environment. Do you ever ask yourself why, when you're trying to start a new habit, why it's so hard to stick with it? For example, you're trying to start this new diet, but in your fridge, maybe you have all these crazy snacks that you know are going against the kind of diet that you want to have. And every day, you're just picking one of them each day. 2-3 months later, you find you're right back where you started. You're still wondering, why didn't I stick to my diet? Why didn't I find it easy to do this? And one of the biggest ways I've learned to do this is by optimizing your environment. Like right now, I'm here trying to record, right? And the only way I've been able to sit down and hit record is because when I enter this space, when I enter and I see the lighting and the studio and just the good vibes that I want to have when I'm shooting, it gives me this feeling to want to create more, and that leads to me to not struggle so much to try and do this every single week. Same goes for your workouts, your sleep, your diet, as we were talking about earlier. If you don't optimize your environment for the kind of habits that you're trying to sustain, it makes it that much harder to try and do them. An easy way to do this would be pick that one habit you want to do. Again, let's go with the general one. Again, working out. Maybe it's something you want to start with in the morning, right? Lay your workout outfit just maybe next to your bed so that in the morning when you wake up, you see it. That is the beginning of optimizing your environment, where you're encouraging visual motivation of seeing what you're trying to achieve, and that supports you to achieve it. Another way to do this would be to reduce friction. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, like let's say, personally, I'm in love with cakes and pastries. So if, for example, I'm trying to get leaner this year, I'll try and not buy those things and keep them in my fridge or whatever. Rather, I'll buy the healthier snacks that I'll now store where I'd regularly put the cakes. So I reduce the friction of being able to just grab a snack at midnight and that snack being the cake. Number 4, learn a high income skill. Do you ever wonder why at the end of the month, for some reason, how much we make never seems to be enough? We can try and save, we can try and penny pinch, but when the bills come, you settle the bills, you live your life, and somehow the next month starts and you're back at nil. Having an extra source of income can be one of the most life-changing things you can do for yourself. One of the best high-income skills that I've learned is writing. Personally, it aligns with my interests, it aligns with what people are willing to pay for, it also aligns with what people need for their businesses, So, for example, if you want to learn a high-income skill, I want you to ask yourself those 3 questions. Where do your interests lie? Do you watch a lot of videos? Could that be in video editing? Do you love to learn how things work? Could you have an interest in learning to code? Do you love how things look? And do you love organizing? Would that be anything to do with design? Could it be interior design? Just look at your YouTube feed, for example. Look at the last 100 videos you watched. What were they about? And ask yourself these interests that align with what people are willing to pay for and what people need in the world. There are so many opportunities, which I go more in depth into in the other video, but learning a high income skill is one of the best ways to have the greatest comeback of your life in 2025. Point number 5 is tracking your expenses. I started tracking my expenses in late 2023 and most of 2024, and it's been so helpful to see where the money goes. For the longest time, I'd just, the paycheck comes in, you pay the bills, you have entertainment, you save. But if you really ask where that money went, sometimes it's really hard to know. And most people usually think they have control of their finances till they look back at the end of the month and wonder, wait, I thought I had X amount. How come I have less than that amount? For example, let's say you think you spend $100 on entertainment every month, but after you track your expenses, you find out it's actually closer to $300 for that entertainment. Having this spending tracker or tracking what you spend really helps you see where that money goes, and it can help you budget so that you can save towards the goals you want to achieve. You can invest towards what you want to achieve. So the easiest way to do this would be take this coming month, every 2 weeks, just track what happened over those 2 weeks financially. You can use this using your bank account. If you have a checking account that you use to pay bills, it can be really helpful to see where the day-to-day transactions go. So look at it every 2 weeks and see, where did that money go? Am I spending too much on Ubers? Am I spending too much on eating out? Am I spending too much on just stuff that doesn't have that much impact in your life? And then see where you can cut back and see where you can invest more or save more. And to do this better, you can split it into 3 categories. There's fundamentals, there is, call it fun money, and there is future you. So fundamentals are the things like your rent, electricity, internet, gas, fuel, your insurance, car payments, etc. Fun money is the money you spend on stuff that you enjoy. That one is very, very personal. Yeah. For me, it's spending time with my lady, spending time with my boys, spending time with family, buying myself a good pair of shoes, or like buying like good clothes, etc, etc. So it's very, very personal. What do you like? What do you enjoy? What do you spend money and don't feel guilty about it? And then there is future you, which is the savings and investments. A good example here is saying 60-30-10. 60 being your utilities, 30 being savings and investments, and 10 being guilt-free money. But this is just a guideline. I know not everybody has that like liberty to say, I can just save 30% of my income. So depending on what works for you, just try and use this as a guideline. It could be 70-20-10, it could be 80-10-10. Whatever works for you right now. Just having this spending tracker really, really helps you see where your money is going. And it really, really helps you see where to change or where to adjust in the future. Number 6, curating what you consume. Tell me if you know this feeling, yeah? You wake up, you grab your phone, and it's been 3 hours. You can explain what happened. You just woke up, maybe you went on Instagram, you went on TikTok, you caught up on it, you went on YouTube, you did some shorts, you went on Twitter, you went on Threads, you went on Snapchat. And it's 3 hours later, you really feel so drained, like your mind is just... I've come to realize that you become what you consume, whether that be stuff that feeds you, stuff that helps you grow, or stuff that is against you, or stuff that is bad for you, stuff that is harmful to you. And I'm speaking from a very, very personal point. I'm not trying to judge anyone, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, because I also have those days where I just wake up and all I want to do is go to YouTube Shorts and watch maybe guys playing ball, guys playing pranks on each other, dog videos, watch all sorts of memes. We all have those days, yeah? But the problem becomes if that becomes your every single morning before your day starts. So an actionable thing we can try here is take an audit of, during the week, how do you spend your day on screens? What do you consume? Is it stuff that feeds you? You leave there feeling inspired, motivated, or do you end up feeling depleted, defeated? You don't want to try anything, you don't want to do anything after this, you just want to lie down. Take account of the kind of stuff that makes you feel like that. Do more of what feeds you and less of what takes away from you. And finally, number 7, if you don't do anything else in this video, let this be the one thing that you try. Number 7, take action. No matter what all these videos tell you, no matter what this video tells you, nothing ever changes if we just keep doing the same thing over and over. You can consume all these sorts of self-help or personal development content or financial content or workout content, but if you don't take action on it, nothing changes. This is not to throw any shade on you, I'm also talking to myself here. For example, I also have all these crazy goals just the same way you do. Like this year, I want to try and do a video a week, but if I don't take action towards that goal every single day, then it won't be achieved. So the same way, I encourage you to, from everything we've listed from point 1 to point 6 here, take action every single day towards who you want to become, towards what you want to do, towards what you want to achieve. And a year from now, make it even less. 6 months from now, you'll be a totally different person. If you liked this video, then you'll love this other one here about 10 things that I wish I knew in my 20s now that I'm in my 30s. See you there.